This is Blake Temez with the Blake Temez podcast, where I speak as a Catholic layman to Catholic laymen about missional living, wisdom cultivation, and legacy building in service of Christ and his bride, the Church. Thanks for being here. It is Holy Saturday, 2024, and this is one of my favorite liturgical days, probably because it resonates with that part of me that likes to be in on a secret, to know something that not very many people know about or talk about. And, it's kind of that tension because as a catechist, I want, a lot of people to be in on the secret, so to speak, about Holy Saturday. And so there's those two parts that are kind of in conversation inside of me. But in any case, the secret is what Christ is up to, what he's doing on Holy Saturday. Because even those who participate heavily in the life of the Church, might not have the idea, because we have these big liturgies and there's even a kind of drama to them that isn't present for certain liturgies throughout the year. These liturgies for Holy Thursday, for Good Friday, and then for the Easter Vigil on Saturday night, and then, Sunday morning, some parishes will at least try to make a bigger deal, of the celebration, which is fitting. But then Holy Saturday seems like empty, right? For so many, there's not a clear idea of what to be doing, or it's just kind of a gap or a break. But when we look more closely at the Church's liturgy for today, specifically looking at the Liturgy of the Hours and the Office of Readings, we have this ancient homily for Holy Saturday included in the office, and it gives a hint as to one of the ways that the Church has traditionally understood the events of today and how we can kind of orient our thinking to continue to participate with Jesus, not skipping from his passion to the resurrection, but seeing the whole work through, seeing the whole plot through, so to speak. And this ancient homily speaks about how Christ descended into hell, right? Something that we proclaim in the Creed Sunday after Sunday, and how his descent into hell was this time of encounter with the souls of the just, those who were just according to the old law, and freeing them from this state of waiting, this state of captivity, and ushering them into the new covenant that has now been completed because of his passion and death, and anticipating his resurrection, that they can rise with him. And this is portrayed dramatically, poetically, through a conversation between Christ and Adam, where Christ recounts the different woundings that he experienced through his passion, and how each of them corresponds to a redemption of the stain of sin and death, that Adam and all of the other just underwent, and how he makes all things new again. And it's a beautiful thing. I don't want to kind of just pick it apart without you having a chance to read it yourself. And it's something you can find if you simply do an online search for Ancient Homily Holy Saturday. You'll find the text. And I think there's a webpage out there by Brandon Vaught on his personal site, where he has a video linked that accompanies the text of the homily with some sacred art. So that's really well done. Today is a wonderful day to contemplate iconographic works that depict Jesus' descent into hell, where oftentimes he'll be standing victorious on top of these gates representing the gates of hell, with sometimes Satan or a demon kind of squished underneath the gates, and he's bringing the souls of the just out of their tombs, out of captivity. There's a really beautiful opportunity to meditate on images and prayers related to Our Lady of Sorrows, right? This is kind of her day in a special way, although we commemorate her feast close to the Feast of the Exaltation of the Holy Cross in September. This is a time of year that is closely connected to that other feast. And so images of Our Lady, images of our Lord in the tomb, or of him in Our Lady's arms, being brought down from the cross, like in the Pietà. Some good opportunities to kind of leave this day kind of free to kind of wander in, right? Not fill it, not rush it, but some practices, like a handful of practices that can give some footing, so that the wandering is purposeful, and not just kind of empty and just waiting for the next day. So those are some thoughts there. I hope that you have a very meaningful Easter. This is already the end of Holy Saturday, so if anyone listens to it, this will most likely be at least Easter Sunday, if not later. I pray that you've had a blessed Triduum, however you've been able to commemorate it, to participate in it, and that you have a wonderful feast of the resurrection of our Lord. As always, thank you for your time and your attention, and God bless you in all of your efforts. Peace.